Hi guys, I have this Motorola G 5G 2023 coming in today for screen replacement. As you see, the screen is all cracked up. The exact model number is XT2313. Okay, just in case you guys have the same phone, and that would be the one. All right. To open it up, it should be pretty straightforward. I would definitely recommend using alcohol on this. We're losing up the adhesive a lot, and it will be easier for us to go in it. Okay, uh, you don't have to be perfect on this part. You just have to, I guess, let the alcohol do its work, and it will help a lot. I see you just add alcohol, let it sip in, let it do its thing, loosen up the glue, and what you want to do is get something thin, I guess, where you could go in from the between the opening of the back and the housing itself. What you want to do is go straight in, down, and then trying to bend it over so you could separate the back from the housing itself. Uh, the deeper you go in, the I guess the deeper you go down is the better. Okay, it will take the glue off a whole lot easier. And as you do it, you just add more alcohol as you go, or you could add first, let it soak in, because it do need time for the glue to be, I guess, softened or loosened. So not a big deal. Uh, but once you see it like this, it should be easy enough now. I usually will work at a corner, uh, and I guess eliminate where I could have the opening out like this. And this is one of my other tools that I like. It's just it made out of paper. It's kind of like a playing card. What you want to do is just slice it. Keep in mind there's a ribbon flex right here. I do not remember exactly how the layout of it is. So when I get to that portion of the foam, I will try to pull back a little. Okay. So just in case something is there, I'm not gonna cut it or tear it out. Uh, Pretty much what I'm doing now is just slicing the glue, and separate the back from the housing itself, the mid frame. Um, Should be straightforward. And yep, there is something there at that corner. I will show you guys. Uh, but for now, just continue to open this out. All this is holding down by double-sided tape. So it should be okay. Just don't try to, I guess, fight it too much because you may bend the back piece. Okay. As you see, that is out, and that flex cable is right here. So I guess right above the Motorola sign, I guess, around this section. So just trying to pull back a little bit on that. Okay. Alright, that is done. Next thing is there will be a screw holding the mid frame to the screen. You will see it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, about 17 screw. Just take them off so we could split the mid frame from the screen frame itself. I'm not sure what the term to call it, but I know it's a mid section of the phone here. Sorry about that, guys. Just customer just came in. Anyway, let's continue unscrew all the screw. They pretty much are the same size screw, so uh, we shouldn't have a problem of memorizing where it's supposed to go. All right, oh, the screw is out. You just have to take it out completely. Some of them are a bit of work. You just need a little bit piece of magnet or something like that. It should be okay. All right, that is out. The next thing is take the SIM card out first because I usually want to get in from this section of it. Okay, don't lose this SIM, I guess. You could go from any spot that you like, but I prefer to go where the SIM tray is, as is kind of like bendable there. Is so it's easier to get in. However, do be careful because if you bend it too much, you may crack that spot out. Okay. But as you see, it's separating the housing. It's gonna be different from time to time, but the fundamental is the same. What you want to do is these been holding down by clips, and do be careful at this section because there's button there, so you don't want to go in too deep or too hard on it. Okay. Look like it got out there. All right. Before you open it up, keep in mind there is this flex cable. It's been plugged into right there. So when you open it, try not to open too big because you may rip this flex cable. Okay. Now that is out of the way. So let's continue. Where is my tweezer? Okay. First thing first, guys. Rule of thumb: always remove the battery connector first. Release it from its power source, I guess. There will be two antenna cable there. Let me try to zoom in so you guys can see better. Yep, you do see that. Okay. Um, just- what you want to do is just pry it up. It should come off. Just be careful when you pry this off because sometimes, without pay attention, you may pry it and hit one of the chip here. As you bend it, it will crack the chip. So be careful on that. Is not, most people will see it, but just in case, to do watch out for that. Let unplug all this connector. All right. The other thing is this black heat transfer material here. I believe it glue onto the speaker, so you have to remove this out before you could take the motherboard off. Okay. There you go. Get this out of the way. This is out. I believe you're gonna need all this stuff. The button here, the speaker here. But we could do that afterward. Okay. We continue to the back here. There should be a loudspeaker here. Just remove that, and you should have access to these. Just unplug them. As you see, there's one screw holding this down. So let's do that for now. It's a silver screw, so you're not gonna miss it. Okay. All right. While we're at it, you could leave this antenna cable plug in and take the battery out, so you could take this off in one piece. But I'm more likely gonna put this on the heat pad, so I want to take this out first. Okay. you see, as you see, there's a hook holding it down right here. So it's better to go from this way and I guess push it outward so you could loosen it out. Okay. I think that will be best, but you never know because I see there's a port here. So let's make sure. Nope. Okay. Right. I guess that way is better so don't damage the port. But that is out. There's a buzzer here. Let's check that out too. All right. Regarding to this power button, I guess the best thing to do is get something. This I usually use this, but this is too big to get into it, so I'm gonna use this cutter here, something small, thin, so I could go underneath it, and between and underneath, so I could pry it upward. Okay. I know it's risky because it's a knife, but it's the best thing I got for it. So if you are using not the knife like I am, just be careful, guys, because you don't want to make any tear or cut to these. Um, but so far, I like to use the knife at this location. It seemed to be working well for me. And now the power button is out. Same exact thing for the speaker here. You just want to go in, down, and trying to, I guess, pry it upward. Okay. All right, speaker is out. Now to take the battery out, guys, you could use alcohol. It will help a lot, yes. But to be honest with you, if I put the alcohol on this, I had to wait a while, and it worked. It's not that it doesn't work, but I do have a heat pad, so I usually will put alcohol on this. I will put a lot on it, and then I will put it on the heat pad for like about 4 or 5 minutes, and the battery come up pretty easy like that. Okay. I know most people don't have the heat pad. You could just use alcohol and some elbow grease with a prying tool. It should come off too. It's just I want to keep this battery as perfect as I can, so I'm gonna put on heat pad. All right, guys, it's a bit messy here, but as you see, my heat pad, it was on it for, I would say, about 4 or 5 minutes now at 90 degree. So I'm just gonna take it off and work on it now. Okay. All right. Let's add some more alcohol. Like I say, without the heat pad, you should be able to get this battery off too, which is alcohol. Just like to soak in it for a little longer, I guess. But for me, I had the heat pad, so I don't see why not use it. Um, Without the alcohol and the heat pad, it will work too. But with the alcohol and the heat pad, it worked much easier, I guess. And the battery is like, nothing happened to it. So I would prefer that. Now, if you guys are doing the old-fashioned alcohol prying, This side is fine because this ribbon is the LCD cable. It come with a new screen, but do watch out for this little guy here because if you pry in too deep and cut it, you're gonna need a new cable. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But for now, that is out, and it's just alcohol, so it's not a big deal. Time for the antenna to come out. You could keep this if you want, not totally up to you, your own preference on that. I don't think it's a thing that you need because the battery will hold it in place already. All right. As you see, this is our new screen. Um, Depending on where you purchase your, it could be a bit different. But as you see, we got everything from the other phone, and now we're just gonna reassemble it onto this new screen. Okay. Depending on how that take out, you may have to add more glue on your new screen so it could sit. Like I say, sometimes when you purchase, it come with tape here already. You could use. If not, just this is what I'm using, and it worked really good for me. And this you could purchase online for like maybe $3, $4 online, not too much. All right, speaker is in, power button is in. So now let's put the motherboard back on. And after that, we're gonna put the antenna cable back on. Uh, Pretty much, I'm just reversing the order that I took it out. Whatever come in last, I'll put it on first. Um, shouldn't be that hard. Another thing is, if you look on this flex cable, there's a word main and the arrow point up. This is go to your main side of the motherboard. Okay. I may have to add some glue here. Yes, I do. You can see it like that. These connector guys, all you have to do is line up in the ring and just press downward. Okay. Now, when you press it down, and God forbid if it's not aligned, it will not go in. Don't force it. Okay. Don't force it to go in if it's not aligned, because you're gonna damage the ring. And if once the ring get damaged, you have to replace the ring out. Okay. And it's actually a lot more work than just just replacing the screen there. So do keep that in mind. And for these antenna, there is I guess a cutout and also a holder, so it could hold it in place. So just tuck the cable into those gap and you should be fine. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Customer calling. Uh, anyway, the hard part is already done. Everything seemed to be in place. So now the only thing left is the battery. Now, depend on where you guys order your screen. So my recommend is, instead of just peel these off and put the battery on like how I'm doing here, I would definitely recommend you to leave those blue, um, I guess, film in place and put the battery on first and test it, just in case something is wrong with the screen. You could return it, and the seller or whoever sell it to you won't give you a hard time of returning it. Okay. uh, for the battery, I would definitely recommend to put the connection on first and then use that as a guide to lay the battery into place. Okay. I know it's maybe a little bit tricky, but that I usually do it like that. So once the battery is in place, it will sit and fit with the connection where it's supposed to go. Okay. That's done. That's done. Everything look good. The other thing that we need to do is this one silver screw. Mm, One silver screw going to the hole. That's that. At these thing, you want to press it where it will click and it will look flush with the housing. That's all it is, just holding down by a bunch of clip. Okay. And you want to test this button out, make sure they work. I don't know if this phone even have battery. Oh, yep, turn it on. Perfect. 3%. Make sure that it touch. Perfect. Everything look good. Oh wow, I need. Okay, I don't know the password. All right. The hardest part of the job is already done. Now we're just gonna put all this screw back on, and then I'm gonna glue the back up, and we'll call it a day. Okay. 'Alright, guys, all the screw is in, everything look good. Now, depend on where you buy the screen from. I have said this in my other video a lot, but I cannot stress this, I guess, it enough. If they do provide you with like a double-sided tape, please don't use that. Eventually, this thing will fall off, especially the cold season. Just go online, buy something like this. Like $3 or $4 online. Uh, these glue work so much better than that double-sided tape that they give you. Okay, that was just one of my recommendation because I have tried many times with the double-sided tape. As I work on this phone repairing for I would say almost 20 years now, and I have tried again and again. Once a while, I want to give it a shot to see if the technology is up to date, is it good enough, and no, it is not good enough. Okay, I do see when you first put it on, it worked fine, it looked good, but then eventually it will start peeling off, falling off, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, just get yourself something like this. It doesn't cost that much, and I guess it works so much better and also protect from water go sipping into it. So this is what my recommend to you. Will be my recommend to you. The only thing I hate about this glue is it take forever to dry. Okay, if they can make this glue dry much faster, that would be so much better. But it is not. which is good and also bad because you had to clamp it down and hold it in place and let it dry. Okay, there's no way around it. The double-sided tape, yes, you put it on and you're done, but it doesn't hold as good as this. So get yourself something like this and get some clamp. It'll work beautifully. Why this misaligned here? What did I do? SCDs, because it's easy clean. Once it dry, it become like a string, and you just wipe it off, and you'll be fine. Okay. All right, guys, job well done. For now, I'm just gonna let this. Which way it is? For now, I'm just gonna leave this alone and let it dry out, cures. But overall, the job is done. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys like the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, thanks.